Alright, so she was here? It's a stash box, right? Oh, it's a lock. Here you are.
Welcome back, Dr. Reid.
Good evening, nurse. How should I address you? Dorothy? Dorothea? Miss Crane?
Dorothy is all right. If you don't mind me calling you Jonathan.
That's fine with me.
What can I do for you then, Jonathan?
How is the sanitary situation in Whitechapel?
I don't know whether you have undertaken your own patrols or examinations, but local health seems stable.
3 minutes? There's no way I was 3 minutes. You punk-ass Seattleite.
How are things going in the dispensary?
Things are going fine since we made our arrangement.
Do you have many patients?
A few, but most of them just pass through and go back home, especially since those vigilantes stormed the building on the night you were here.
Have there been any more attacks by the uniformed men?
No. It looks like they have found another business to extort.
How are things going in the dispensary?
Things are going fine since we made our arrangement.
Do you need medical help, Dorothy?
I'm a professional nurse. Rest assured, I'll ask for your help if I need it.
Do you trust me?
You forced me to resign after you caught me trying to save a dying patient. Of course I trust you. You're a blackmailer, just like me.
Kind
Are
of.
you not afraid of dying? The epidemic is deadly and very contagious.
I'm more afraid of being locked in a cell. I've seen what most hospitals do to the sick staff. They keep them hidden to avoid panic.
I hope you've stopped jeopardizing this facility with your illegal business, Dorothy.
Yes, I have. Most of the time. But the blackmail money is too useful to stop it completely. I just target less dangerous people.
Why did you blackmail Lady Ashbury? She's a generous person. You could have asked her for money directly.
She killed those patients, I'm sure of that. I know you like her, but that gingerhead has a taste for blood.
Ah, you have no idea, lady. You have no idea.
Who is the current victim?
I would rather you did not know. You are my client, not my accomplice. Besides, I'm much more cautious since the first time you found me.
She has a taste for blood, she said about the vampire.
Goodbye for now, Dorothy. Keep up the good work.
Oh, lordy. Okay. I'm sad that you didn't have anything to tell me about the priest, though. Oh, man. How do I learn more about this preacher? Who else can we ask? A couple of other Whitechapel residents that I haven't talked to. Now let's just go through here. No, I don't think she has the intuition, doggo. I think she just means something else.
The Swanborough cordial can be the answer to all your problems.
Where were those other guys hanging at? They were up here, I think. There are a couple guys hanging around over here.
I don't have
Yeah.
your money. Come on, Barrett. You know the game. You pay for peace of mind.
Come on,
Spying
Barrett.
Something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you?
I mean, she's right about Ashbury killing those patients, yes.
Do you have any news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
I guess what she does for people makes it all right in the end.
But she doesn't realize that she's doing it as, like, mercy killings. She thinks she's doing it for fun. That's where she's wrong.
Goodbye.
Yeah, you don't have anything for me. Ah. Come on, I'm so close to being able to eat that preacher. I want him dead. Alright, maybe not. Maybe we're not ready for that yet. We don't have any investigations anymore. So let's go back to the main story. Do I talk to you yet? I think so. Yeah. Okay.
Would you like me to revive you?
Oh, I think I've gotten what I can out of you, but let's try again.
Can I help you?
Oh.
Christina Popper claims she sells her body because she can't find any other work. Do you believe her?
Of course I do. Her story is exactly what I want my readers to understand. We live in an intolerant and divided nation.
Do you think things will ever change, Mr. Darby?
I believe the situation can only improve. And now that women can vote, I'm convinced things will change.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
And
Pay me a glass and
get
I'll
it
be
that way.
gentle. Pay me a bottle and I'll be nasty.
Oh, okay. Through this? Yes. Wish I knew how to get the final hint about that preacher. Maybe I have to get it from the vicar. But he's not available right now. Well, I guess we'll have to bide our time. Yes, you did really hear, pay me a bottle and I'll be nasty.
Over there! There's one of them vermin!
That's the sex worker we were just talking to that reporter about. You know, like, right in front of her face.
We'll crush this beast! We have a killer! I order you to stand back!
Ow. Need him. Good Christ. Well, finding some clerics, yes. This guy's giving me the turn undead treatment over here. Doctor versus cleric. Fatality. Technically, this priest here, he's a member of a vampire hunting group. So they're not all clerics, but some of them are. Oh, hi. Oh, topped back up on blood now, that's nice. Alright, might as well take the shortcut to my room to start with. Actually, I'm gonna see if this guy knows anything new.
Good evening, Dr. Reid. Such a pleasure to see you again.
No, you don't. Okay.
Goodbye, Mr. Chidana.
It never ceases to amaze me how you, the dead, seem...
Where's the shortcut? Now there's a shortcut into my office, but I don't know exactly where it is from the outside. What side of the building is it on? Must be on this side. Out by the front. Oh, crash. Crash digging doctor, that's me. Here. Here somewhere. Guess it must be at the front. Ah, there it is. Alright, now I need to remake a couple of those things that I gave away. Titus. Can't make that one. Oh, stuff. That. Oh, better stamina. Okay, for headache. Yeah, we just get opium for it. Cure that headache with some opium. Sounds about right. Treatment for migraine, treatment for neuralgia. I don't know what the fuck that is. Apparently it's a brain thing. Well, since we went from headache to migraine to neuralgia, maybe it's like an extreme headache. I don't know.
God protect us.
Oh, he's playing with the skull again, huh?
Leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
Who's this fucking edgelord?
I'm tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCallum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the god.
No, but I can kick your asses.
Jonathan.
You want a piece, huh?
This
I got
is sacred
tentacles.
ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned. By the sacred stole, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
Neuralgia. Intense, typically intermittent pain along the course of a nerve, especially in the head or face. Alright, so I guess basically it's like a super crazy headache. Sort of. Even if it's not always in the brain.
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing. This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
We cannot have the people lose faith in this institution. This hospital is their only hope.
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public scandal. It would ruin us. We must restore order, and quickly.
You mentioned a dead patient. Who is he?
She, Jonathan. She was Miss Harriet Jones.
I'm okay with that.
I found her room like a slaughterhouse. Blood everywhere. The duty nurse is taking care of the mess.
If I had to choose one patient in this hospital to sacrifice, it would have been her. And Sloane, don't give me this, well, the face is part of the head, so the headache kind of makes sense. I'm supposed to be our group's pet aunt, not you. Don't steal my thing.
Very well. I'll help you.
I know this place means something to you. I have noticed how you suppress your appetite when around the staff and patients.
You need to know you can trust me, Edgar.
I do, dear fellow, I do.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean for us?
Rest assured, I will protect you and your staff.
McCullum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this.
Until we get another game going, you can be pedantic? Well, okay. I guess that's fair. I still think we should give a try on the Pathfinder 2nd Edition playtest. That might be something we could do. That could be interesting to try, give a whirl. I don't know how long it's going to be until it's out
Hampton
permanently, like it's out fully.
For the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
It would be interesting to give the playtest a whirl for people to see. Oh. Alright, let's go see this splatter house in here.
What on earth happened here?
Shit. Fuck this place up pretty good.
The daily routine.
Alright, Sloan. Stop trying to trick me into GMing things. It's not gonna happen. We need to trick Chris into doing it.
Good evening, Nurse Brennan.
Good evening, Doctor.
New. Oh. Oh.
Why does Dr. Tippett's claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
According to the report I read, your unprofessional conduct put a patient in danger, Gwyneth.
That's not true. I know when my patient's life is at risk, and I'm more competent than a lot of doctors that I know. Problem is, I'm a woman.
I don't see what your gender has to do with your abilities, nurse.
Yes, nurse. Because I'll never be a doctor, no matter what my skills. I could make a decision that could save a life, but oh no, that's unbecoming conduct.
Have you heard of Elizabeth Blackwell? She was the first woman listed on the UK Medical Register. Change is slow, but it will come. And you will always have my support.
To have the right to study shouldn't be determined by sex, skin, or wealth. That's all I'm saying.
I'm with you, girl. In for you, coward. Hashtag charity. I don't know what this charity thing is happening, but hey, good. Blizzard of Bits, do it. Charity it up.
What can you tell me about the recent events in the hospital?
That Mr. Hampton killed Miss Jones in her room, then ran away.
And did you see all this?
No. I was working by the tents when it all happened. I only entered the room when they asked me to clean up the blood.
Where is Miss Jones's body?
I don't know. I'd imagine the morgue. It all happened.
Well, there's some of it over there, there's some of it over there, and there's some of it over there.
Did you see Sean Hampton leave the hospital?
I think I saw a silhouette exiting the hospital gates after the shouting started. At first I thought it was someone who was just scared, but... well, maybe it was him.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Oh, Jonathan.
I cannot believe my eyes. Poor woman. Butchered by some savage skal.
Can we share this meal? Oh.
Yes, and I'm afraid I'm at least partially responsible. The man, the skal, I brought him here.
Jonathan, how could you say such a thing?
Forgive me if I feel despondent, for there seems to be no end to the suffering and death that surrounds us.
I'm always here for you, Jonathan.
What do you know of Ascalon? I was threatened by a creature, a vampire in Whitechapel, stating I had to obey the law of conduct.
What more can you tell me about him?
It was fucking huge. Yes, exactly. Oh, okay, the charity cheer remote, which matches the donation to charity, huh? Nice. Till the 27th. Awesome. Alright, anybody else who might be hearing this, if you feel like giving bits to anybody on Twitch, do hashtag charity. And there you go, get some good done.
He was bigger than a man. Huge, in fact. He seemed to radiate violence. I thought he was going to tear me apart. Then he vanished.
Fergal, the executioner of Ascalon. You were fortunate he was not after you, but rather out doing his master's bidding.
What is Ascalon?
The Ascalon Club are the most powerful vampires in Britain and exert tremendous influence. Take my advice and stay well away.
I'm glad we're doing everything we can to uphold the hiding of existence of vampires by talking about them openly at the entrance to the hospital in front of everybody.
I have experienced a certain difficulty when faced with holy symbols or trying to enter religious buildings. Have you?
Now that's quite a question. I don't know why, but yes, it has happened to me.
Is this a sign? The hand of God in action? Are we repellent unto heaven?
I don't have the answers, Jonathan. But I believe superstition and magic is just fact awaiting the lens of science.
Aren't you frightened?
Very little scares me, my dear. To be compelled to avoid symbols of faith does not concern me.
We know that she didn't kill this person.
Thank you, my lady. I hope to see you again soon.
I'm not gonna bother her with that. Not like the world's really lost anything in this case. Oh. More opium to pilfer from the hospital. Excellent. I need that for that neuralgia stuff.
Patients are not food.
Good evening, Dr. Timmons.
Dr. Reid, any good news to share?
Corcoran, I want you to tell me about Mr. Connor. How did he die? What happened?
He was my patient. He died because of my mistake. That's the blunt truth.
Why not stop practicing?
Are you mad? I killed that man, I admit it, and it won't happen again. I have saved so many lives since then.
Nurse Brannigan has been recently accused of neglecting her professional duties. Tell me what you really think about it.
This kind of protest is nothing but elitist bullshit. I trust Nurse Brannigan with my life. She has what it takes to be a great doctor.
Do you really think she could be the next Elizabeth Blackwell?
Believe me, Dr. Reid, a time will come when skill and skill alone will determine who can be a physician and who cannot.
You're here.
Can you tell me anything about the recent commotion in the hospital?
It's a tragedy, pure and simple. The hospital is meant to be a safe haven to all. We failed the people who trusted us with their care.
Do you think I should not have brought Mr. Hampton back here?
It's not your fault. You rescued that poor soul. It was the Christian thing to do. But we should have noticed his instability.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Right. I think that's... except for Oswald down there. Actually, I want to talk to Milton.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
You betcha. Won't be anything in here. Probably a lot of hints from this guy.
What can you tell me about the recent commotion in the hospital?
Someone killed Miss Jones in her room, and Mr. Hampton's gone missing. Doesn't take a genius to piece it together.
You don't seem shocked by any of this.
Why should I be?
He's seen some shit, man. Why would he be?
Must be long gone by now. And besides, he got rid of the old bag.
Yeah, I'm happy she's gone too. Perfectly honest with you.
And I thought last summer's epidemic was different.
Alright. Let's talk to the guy over there. Oh, wait. Alright.
Hey, Doc.
Hey, Doc. Anything new over here?
How long do you think you can escape the law, Clay?
I know this city like the back of my hand, Doc. I know its streets, who to pay, who to avoid, and who to bully. I won't get caught.
We can't escape the consequences of our actions. The past catches up with us in the end.
I ain't afraid of death. I don't hide who I am. I live my life honestly, which is more than I could say for most folks.
And who are you, then?
I'm the leader of the Wet Boot Boys. One day, I'll leave this shitty place and punch in the face all who thought I would not come back.
Hint available. Okay, I just need 2 more hints, and then I can kill this guy.
What can you tell me about the recent commotion in the hospital?
All I know is I ain't letting anyone rip my throat out in my sleep. I found
Except for me, right, buddy?
Hey, Doc. I'm ready.
I'll leave.
One of these days, I'm gonna get you, motherfucker. You were the first guy on my list. Alright. Wasn't there another... Okay. Alright, now I gotta get over here. Krendar's first. Yeah, he's gonna be my first. It's gonna be special. Although I'm closer to another... being ready for another one.
Leech spotted!
Oh, hello.
Watch out, boys!
Ah, screw it. Give him the tentacles. Have some. Haha, you like that, bitch? Okay, so we need to go that way. Guess we'll go around like this. Oh, there's a priest over here. Get this guy first. Excuse me.
Easy does it, boys! We can deal with this vermin. Die, vermin! Oh my god!
And these people are everywhere. These guys aren't in my way, but hey, I'm not going to pass up XP and loot.
Watch yourself! Die, vermin!
Ah, shit. Eat him up! Eat him up! Oh shit!
All of your bloody leeches need killing!
Shit hurts. the business.
We have to stop it! Shit, that leech is far!
That's better. Well, not anymore it's not, but it was for a minute. Loot? Okay, well, I'm gonna kill this guy because you get to shoot me and think I'm gonna leave you alone. Eat him up, yum! Yum, 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 yum. Where the hell was it going again? This way. Actually, one moment here.